Hello, and good evening, audience. We are very late tonight, and I apologize for that. Could not be helped. Also, Adam is more late than the rest of us because he won't be showing up. We will miss our friend dearly, and we will grieve for him, but when he returns next week, you can all badger him about it. In the meantime, Scion is happening. So, previously, James Wesley Irving, you had finally tracked down Padak Parthaban, friend of Khan Kapoor, who you found in a basically hourly rate motel, damn near ODing off some strange glowing drug. You shot some completely, relatively innocent Russian mafia, took Parthaban to the hospital, from which Khan Kapoor swiftly abducted him. You were able to sort of triangulate that Parthaban was able to get this drugs from a dealer that had attempted to sell to Randy Sensei just earlier that day. And when last we left off, Onyx Path is hosting us. You guys are awesome. Onyx Path, we love you. Thank you.
Yeah. Really cool, but why?
I know, right? It's weird. It's like you don't see the Pokemon guys recruiting just an RPG, so I guess we're doing something right. We're a little better than that guy. That's our baseline. Yes, previously, you had arranged a meeting over the phone with Gerald, the supplier. Also, Yusuf, Anai, Mazzy. Great big hugs for every one of you. We love having you here. And again, sorry for the wait. Daestra, you too, dude. You too, Daestra. You're awesome. Okay. Floor is yours, my friends.
We already had the meeting set up, yes?
I wonder if the music is too loud. Yes.
Oh, you didn't go with my super nut picture for Adam? Oh.
I thought military we would be funnier and more appropriate.
But Adam's not military.
His characters, though.
You're welcome, Kohai. I will accept your multiple ooh-ooh-oohs.
So where
Ooh has stroke.
Did we set up a place for the meeting, or were we still figuring that out?
I think you were figuring out the exact particulars when last we left off.
Did we not agree on the Dunkin' Donut? Or we
I got a coupon. Oh, that's right. You got a coupon to Dunkin' Donuts.
Didn't he use it, though? Because he was handing out donuts at the office.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Not at the office, at the hospital.
Son of a bitch.
Well, you did knock out Dave again, so you could check to see if he has any other free coupons.
So are we gonna try to get Austin to play Dave Davidson when he comes back into town?
Dave. What? Maybe. Dave Davidson, get out here.
Yes. You also left the ever lovable, ever gasoline thieving Dave Davidson in a coma.
He's not in a coma.
You did aggravated damage and knocked him out. He's in a coma until I say otherwise.
That seems a bit excessive.
Aggravated damage does not heal unless you have magic. You chose this.
He might be a Scion. You don't know.
Well, if Austin decides to play him.
Just...
I'm gonna check his wallet to see if he has any other punch cards.
Right. For punch cards.
No, he's a Scion of Hypnos, Daestra.
The Pokemon?
No, the god of sleep.
The twin brother of Thanatos.
Right there, Tom. All right, so other punch cards. Let's see. He's got one for Carl's Jr. that expired in 2001.
Jesus Christ.
He's got one for Subway that's about 3 away from being able to be redeemed. And a Circuit City membership card.
Well, the thing is, there's 3 of us. Meaning that if we each go buy a Subway sandwich right now...
Adam will get the free one? Hell no.
Oh no, we trade it for drugs.
Oh. I don't know.
Oh my. It's a lot of blood. Huh.
You alright?
Everywhere.
Oh, apparently I'm bleeding.
Yeah.
Do you need a minute to get a tissue or something?
I might need to go do that real bit.
Yeah,
real
I
quick.
think you should go do that.
I'll be right back.
This is why you don't do cocaine with me. Fucking.
No, well, I'm taking that Subway gift card then. The punch card. I hope I have a chance
Oh,
to
I don't know.
HiggensBiggens, how's it going? Josh, if you... Now, your character does have a great deal of persuasion. If you can finagle a situation and that could conceivably be resolved in a dance scene, I will happily allow it.
I mean, don't they? I mean, even fucking Slumdog Millionaire has dancing. That was fucking Slumdog Millionaire. So you can do it.
We've got to figure out what to do about your crackling next.
My crackling?
Yeah, you crackle a little bit on your mic.
Yeah.
You know what? Subway doesn't seem trashy enough. I want to meet this guy at the Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. parking lot?
Yes.
I remember one time when I was in high school, one of my buddies went to go pick up weed at the parking lot of a dollar store or something.
I'm pretty sure one of my cousins got into like a slight gang fight out of Carl's Jr. So it's an appropriate venue.
Nah, I say it's all about Hardee's.
Well, we're up north. It might be a Hardee's.
Point. Actually, I don't think they have them that far east because Melinda's never heard of them until she got down here.
Well, that's just sad.
Carl's Jr. Damn it. Okay, so you guys want to meet Gerald at the Carl's Jr.
Or a Hardee's if it must be a Hardee's.
Either one. Any sort of planning that you would like to do? Or shall we just hit a time skip and shall I ask you what transpires in the meantime?
I mean, basically, I'm just gonna make a quick stop before our shenanigans ensue.
Alright. How about you?
No, I'm just... Khan Kapoor's just getting his playlist ready in case things go down.
His playlist?
Randy.
Yeah, the fight playlist.
What's on the fight playlist?
Just the best Bollywood fight songs you can think of.
Oh god.
See, I'm tempted to ask you for recommendations because I want to listen to this myself.
Well, the song I use as his theme is the trap remix of the Pillar Man theme from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I've posted in the Discord before.
Alright. We will start with James Wesley Irving. I hope Tom comes back soon because I'm a little worried.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
What's your pit stop?
My pit stop is I'm gonna touch one of my paths.
Ooh. Which path would you like to activate?
My Manitou path.
I'm listening.
And I'm going to go to a what's the derogatory term for verbal treatment?
The derogatory term for verbal treatment?
Verbal.
Oh. Head shop?
Yeah.
I know what word you're thinking of, but I can't think of it myself.
Yeah.
I think maybe holistic medicine.
Is that it? Yeah. There we go.
They're
Yeah,
not
I'm gonna
good
go
medicine.
to a holistic medicine shop.
Okay, no problem.
You're going to a curandera?
Babe, where's the best place to go for holistic medicine in New York?
For what?
Holistic medicine.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. So I actually just went to a place like this in here over on the east side, and it was this like super Indian style place, like Indian style place, run by
what you're talking about.
yeah, run by two white people who are just like big India weeaboos.
Yeah.
Now, do you want me to
I
go
know
with
the
you?
one.
I'll drive you in my Lambo. Miss Cleo.
But I have my motorcycle.
All right, so the shop is called New Horizons, and you pull into it. It's a tiny little shop, crammed between a delicatessen and a comic book store. And as you walk up to the front glass, covered in pictures of karmic sutras and a great colorful portrait of Ganesh and other things, you can almost smell the candles and the incense and the soaps wafting through the door as you approach.
Is this the part where a white guy in dreads is behind the counter?
Oh god, no, he's not my contact.
Give me a percentile roll, Josh.
Oh, a percentile roll? I got a 10.
Yep, there's a white guy on it with dreads on duty today.
Oh, awful.
You open the door, and there are Vedic chants playing on the surround sound system. Beautifully
his
sculpted
name.
statues adorn the room. Glass counters of healing stones, crystals, pipes, herbs, accoutrements of each and every variety. Pamphlets and books adorn the walls. What would you like to do?
Is the white guy with dreads, is his name Indigo?
Yeah.
Do you want it to be Indigo? This is
Yes.
story path. You get to pitch in two. The white guy with dreads' name is Indigo at New Horizons.
Alright, I'll walk in. Ugh.
His last name is also Riverwalker. Which is legally changed too.
Good morning, Indigo. I'm the old man around. I've been up to my usual shenanigans and I'm a little beat up.
James? Hey, what's up, man? I can tell your chakras, they're all like out of whack, man. I got some really nice essential oils for that in the back if you're interested.
No, the oils don't really do it for me. I'm kind of a hairy guy and just kind of get soaked up in that.
Makes me look like a romance novel cover.
Manhandled by the Manitou. But, you know, he is a werewolf, so it's by Chuck Tingle. Alright, so I don't believe I have this particular NPC down in your backstory. I have Colton Phillips.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this guy. Let's talk about the old man. Who are you looking for?
I pictured him. I don't really care what kind of ethnicity he is. But he's an old family friend who actually genuinely does the whole shamanistic healing. But you know, it doesn't work on people usually.
Okay. Okay, interesting. So he's an old family friend back from the ranch?
Yeah.
Alright, what do you want to name this fellow?
Let's go with
John.
I don't know what's a really old timey name. Something classic.
Buck Miller.
I do like the last name Miller. We'll go with George Miller.
Is
Not
that
to be
a-
confused with George Kamizawa.
Jeremiah Miller.
Jeremiah I actually do have an idea for Jeremiah, but I'll save that for later.
Or Zechariah?
Ugh. I have feelings against the Zechariah.
So
Samuel Jackson.
George Miller, the shaman. What sort of shamanic tradition do you think he practices?
Celtic.
Interesting. Interesting as hell. All right. So, all right. Let's see if I can find the old man. I think he's with like a client right now. Do you want like a lemongrass water while you wait?
I'll just take a regular water if that's all right.
You don't want one of those ones where they blend grass into it?
Mulch?
A grass smoothie?
Or if you perhaps have water infused with the essence of lemon.
Like, squeezed?
That.
But squeezing lemons is so violent.
It hurts the lemon.
Right,
That's how they just let it
How
soak
about you,
in the
my
water
man?
and take it out.
You, looking for anything I can help you with?
Not at the moment, thank you.
Alright. 1 lemon squeezy water. What do you do as Indigo River Walker leaves you alone?
I'm gonna check around the shop, see if there's anything that actually works. Or is it just like all shill that's just like, yeah, people will buy this?
Does that crack of a can mean that Tom has returned?
No, I got it, Dr. Pepper.
I'm a little worried about Tom. I'm afraid he might be bleeding out on a floor somewhere.
What he gets for doing cocaine?
I'll text him real quick.
Okay, he's been drunk on stream before. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to take that literally.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't think Tom goes cocaine, people. However, should events transpire that it found out he OD'd on cocaine, we'll say that this joke did not age well.
Oh, like your Stan Lee joke?
Which one was that?
You said, Stan Lee, please come on our channel before you die.
Oh, yeah.
And then Stan Lee died.
I'm not gonna go there, guys. Oh, okay. Shit.
Alright, so a few minutes pass. You get your lemon-infused water. And as you sip it, this great shape fills the doorway behind the cash register. And you can see him, George Miller, a very strapping man for his age, very well cut, very well muscled, despite the long gray beard that hangs down below his chest. And he looks you up and down with these wizened eyes, still sharp, still undulled by many long years of practice. Get yourself in a fight again?
Oh, you know how it is. They never want to go easy.
All right, Jimmy, come in the back and don't mind the smell. Indigo's been burning patchouli again.
Why do you let that boy stay around? He's just odd.
Look, man, his family owns the place, okay? You think I decorated this?
No. It wouldn't be so bad from what you usually got on the wall. At least these things weren't alive first.
If it was alive first, that's how you know it works. Attuned to the cycle. I've explained this to you before. Listen. Alright, have a seat. And he'll sort of just breathe deeply and lay hands on you. So what happened this time?
I was looking for a friend of a friend. And, well, one thing led to another. Fought a bunch of Russians. You know how that lot is. Always so violent.
Russians again?
Yeah, I just can't seem to get away from it.
Like, they kept calling themselves electoral officials.
But two of them are dead, and one of them, well, he ain't gonna use the leg anytime soon.
I ate it.
By the way, I've been getting real hungry lately.
Human hunger or something else?
Oh no. Human hunger is eating a pizza, maybe put some burgers on it. I'm talking like a lot of pizzas and a lot of burgers. Maybe a person. I don't know.
Find yourself literally eating a horse.
I will literally eat that horse.
You remember what happened last time, don't you? We did that vision quest. You saw a wolf. You figure out what that meant yet?
Not really.
Something in your family line, boy. I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but you're not quite like everyone else.
Whoa. I don't know what you're insinuating, old man, but I assure you I shoot straight.
Cute, Jimmy, but I'm being serious. Alright, let me get to work. What are you gonna do as this happens? Do you sort of follow him behind? Would you like to do you spend a few moments contemplating the gaudy exploitation of your culture?
I'll just let him do what he does.
Well, I'm asking Khan at the moment.
Oh, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're just like, what is this?
Oh, well, I assumed he went on his motorcycle. I guess
Yeah.
if we're working under the assumption that I went with him, I'm just kind of looking things over, like picking up on, like, none of this has any correlation to the pictures on it.
Yeah. This is...
Because they know Ganesh isn't a badger, right? So why do they have badger teeth?
I'm just kind of looking through things, and I'm assuming Indigo River Walker is there, like, manning the counter.
Yeah, just sort of like gazing sleepily into the middle distance.
I just kind of look at him, and as I'm, like, picking things up and looking at them, I'm like, I have seen many of these things on the streets of New Delhi where they rip off the tourists.
Yeah, that's terrible. How do they take advantage of people like that, man? Some people just throw off karma for everybody else, be spreading negative energy. I don't get it, man.
Khan Kapoor briefly considers correcting him somehow.
With a fist.
I'm like, I'm curious, Indigo. Where does this affinity for my country come from?
Oh, dude, like, my parents? My parents went there before I was born.
For one summer?
Yeah, like 2 weeks or something, man, but they said it was, like, really pretty, and it was, like, beautiful, and you guys had, like, great statues. So, they're like, that. At least, I think. I never really asked.
I'm like, well, you know, there's something a lot cooler from my culture than this stuff.
Yeah.
I just pull out my phone and just start looking at my own movie trailers on YouTube, probably on the T-Series channel.
Timely. I appreciate it. All right. Describe to me, what is the scene that you are showing him? Does it perhaps contain a dance scene?
Yeah, we'll say it's a scene where I dance battle 3 tanks.
You dance battle 3 tanks? Take us there.
Like,
describe it.
Yeah, it's a scene where an evil military is trying to stop Khan Kapoor's character. And there's a scene that I'm showing him where, like, literally all the tanks are firing at me at once in slow motion. And the first missile, I just kind of move out of the way as part of the dance routine. The second one, I just kind of gently push it out of the way with my open palm. And then the other one, I just kind of dance kick back at one of the tanks in the middle, which causes all three of them to explode.
All right, give me a performance roll. Let's see how epic it looks.
Oh boy, I get to roll all my dice for this.
Ooh.
And obviously the arena for this is going to be physical or social. Since it is a performance. Nah, we'll go with physical.
Oh boy, 2 10s in a row. Nah, only 2 10s in a row, so that's 6 total.
6 total. Okay.
Yes.
So this is amazing. It is well choreographed. The explosions are in time with the music. Do you sing at the same time, or are you simply dancing as you push bullets out of the way?
No, the female lead of the movie is actually singing over this part, and she's kind of like, you know how like they have like the fade-ins of the character behind me, of her singing and kind of dancing.
Right, yeah, yeah.
And, like the sky behind me.
And like 7 other dancers come out of nowhere behind her.
Yes.
So he's sort of... I don't know, man. It seems kind of unrealistic.
I'm like, I did all those moves myself. They really fired 3 tanks at me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Do you, like, do CrossFit?
I'm like, I do not know this fit of crosses which you speak of.
Alright, Xavier.
Yes.
How many momentum are you willing to sink into this? I guess that's a question for the table.
How much have we got?
4.
I mean, you guys fine with 2?
Okay.
I don't mind you spending 2 of it.
Oh, son of a bitch. I was looking at knacks and not purviews. Oh well, I'll have to give this guy purviews at a later date. In the meantime, I allow him to trigger an Immortal Healer knack that will pull 2 conditions off of you at the cost of 2 momentum.
Alright. Yes. I mean, they're all bruised, so I'll just...
And as he stands behind you, he sort of like works your neck a little bit. Any better?
Oh, much better, thank you.
Yeah, well, still be a little tenderness, so try to keep your face away from hammers.
Oh, well.
But I shave with a hammer.
We'll see what happens in the days to come. I feel like they're about to get pretty interesting. Do you know my cousin's in town?
Your cousin?
Brought the whole damn trailer with him.
Wait, the one with the nunchucks?
Yeah, that's the one.
Did someone say my name?
Yay! Dude, I was literally about to be like, give me a second, I need to call Tom. We were kind of worried about you.
Turns out my mic was a little off for about 5 minutes, but yeah, started scratching my hand and it felt wet. Or not my hand, my arm. My hand felt wet. That was odd.
As long as you're okay, buddy. I didn't want to. I didn't want to be sitting here pretending to be an old white guy shaman while you're bleeding out on the bathroom floor somewhere.
By the way, where were you bleeding from?
My arm. I just said.
Yusuf,
okay.
I don't know what kind of angle you'd have to be going at it for that to happen.
I mean, you just have to put your elbow in the way with a line of fire, I guess.
Yeah, it's just kind of like...
What?
Yusuf was asking if you got jizz on your elbow again.
No, not this time.
Tom, what preparations would Randy Sensei like to make in the time leading up to the meeting with Gerald?
Oh, he's probably putting a lot of that food sack in his mini fridge.
He's not doing his nunchuck moves to warm up.
No, that was the fight with Dave Davidson. That was a warm up.
All right, you pack your food into the mini fridge, and then what?
Randy Sensei only has a mini fridge, doesn't he?
No, he has a full fridge, but he has the mini fridge in the fridge.
Really, he doesn't just wear it as a backpack to keep the food cold while he's out?
Dude, mini fridges are heavy.
Yeah.
Randy Sensei. I believe he could do it.
It's his alternative to the turtle school's use of turtle shells.
No. Nah. No, that's too outlandish. Come on. Let's bring this back down to reality.
We're not playing Changeling here.
Not yet. Not yet.
I'd like to hope that even people who play Changeling would see our Changeling home game and be like, that's a little silly.
That's the dream, is it not? The dreaming.
So, By Night Studios is releasing the beta version of the Changeling LARP rules on the Storyteller's Vault soon.
Oh man, how much diddling is there?
How much diddling?
Yeah, it's Changeling.
I'm not sure what you mean by diddling.
Oh, I guess we'll just leave it at that then.
For those of you that don't know, we ravaged in a strange way. No. Oh man, somebody can be the fairy wish prince.
Oh man. I am the fairy wish prince.
All you have to do is pinch my bottom 3 times.
I don't think anybody gets that reference.
If they do, they're sick.
Alright.
Make sure you do not get doo-doo on your hands.
So it takes you several hours to play the proper Tetris in order to fit everything into your mini fridge. You eventually do it. 8 o'clock at night rolls around. And it is time to approach the parking lot at the Home Depot. What's the plan, gentlemen?
Oh, we agreed to a parking lot of a Home Depot?
I'm sorry, I just had that in my head for some reason. Carl's Jr., what's the plan, gentlemen?
We're not meeting Mexicans.
Ooh.
Hey, we're in El Paso. They're always there.
You can say that for anywhere, though, here.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Josh?
I was like, that's okay. Everybody here, well, not everybody here, I forget. No.
We're all Hispanic.
Yeah, this table's primarily Hispanic. People shouldn't get too upset about that joke.
There's someone's gonna be upset. There's always someone who's upset.
Well, they're not our friends.
Alright, so, what do you do?
Well, Kapor's probably going to try to, like, mussy up his hair a little bit. Even though it's 8 p.m., he's wearing sunglasses, unbuttoning his shirt a little bit to try to look the part of a drug dealer. Kind of trying to get into character as he's driving over there.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. I like it. Why don't you give me another social performance roll?
Okay. Ooh, that's 2 10s this time. And another 10.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I got 3 10s in a row on the same dice. That's I got 5 successes.
5 successes. You have actually, one of your first gigs in Bollywood, you actually played a drug dealer character as an understudy to the big bad evil guy of the movie, and you sort of channel that a little bit, slide back into that old role. It's almost like returning home for a second, and for a brief period you're able to glimpse how far you've come from those heady days when you first started, when you still felt nervous, when there weren't fans around the world clamoring and cheering your name. But then you remember who you are. You're Khan Kapoor, and you are in this moment, damn it. What about the rest of you?
I'm gonna be inside eating burgers.
Randy's making a dope-ass sandwich.
So we're just being Shaggy and Scooby Doo inside. But you brought your own food because, you know, that's how they get you at these places.
X, I'm assuming you're watching the parking lot?
Yeah.
Cool. And...
Well, no, I'm in the parking lot. I just want to get the best sandwich.
He's Jay and silent bobbing it. Just standing out in front of one of the big windows.
You know, just like leaning back on my ATV.
Does Randy Sensei park his ATV in the handicap parking?
I would not be surprised if Randy Sensei had handicap placards.
No, but he is next to a fucking fire hydrant.
Couple minutes pass. Then a couple more. The chill of the night leaves you alone with one, maybe two other cars in the parking lot. The only sound, the whistle of a cold breeze as it snakes its way through the lights. Eventually a car rolls up. Nice car. Black car. You hear locks pop. Doors open. Randy, you immediately recognize Gerald, looking as rodent-like as ever, slightly hunched, comb-over and a cheesy mustache, furtively looking left and right, hither-tither, as he approaches, flanked by two much more capable-looking gentlemen, who are also wearing sunglasses, despite the fact that it's 8 p.m. in the wintertime.
Oh man, these guys are real cool. They got sunglasses on and that.
Mr. Sensei, I'm glad you enjoyed a little sample.
Kind of not.
Yeah.
No.
Mr. Davidson showed me how effective it is, and this nurse showed me how expensive it is.
Yeah,
But a lot of balance with it.
Mr. Davidson, he seemed like a pleasant fella.
Nah, that's some of a bitch. Go fuck himself, man.
Sorry to hear that. Anyway, he produces a suitcase. I've got the honey if you've got the money. Xavier, you are seeing this. You can't hear, but you can see this happen. It's sort of off in a corner in the parking lot. Not terribly conspicuous.
I was gonna say, do you get surprised as you bite into your $5 guac burger and guac just spurts out the back of it?
Dude, hell no! Those guac burgers are $9 and they're delicious, and I love them.
Holy shit, $9. Well, it's a good thing. Fucking, this is on Com's dollar.
That's never happened to you though. It's happened to me so many times when I buy the guac burger from there.
Well, yeah, what you do is, right, you put your fries underneath it, and then you get guacamole fries.
So it just shits guac all over the fries.
Yeah.
The 2 times I had the guac burger from Charles Jr., I did not enjoy it both times.
There's something weird about Carl's. It's like Carl's Jr. is like a low-class burger trying to masquerade itself as a high-class burger. I still like it. John Porter's gonna kind of get up out of his Lambo.
Oh, you're sitting in the car? Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm not sitting. I imagine I'm leaning on it. Very cool.
Right.
Very Bollywood villain looking.
So they probably acknowledged you when they drove up. They just assumed you were an associate of Mr. Sensei.
Mr. Sensei, I assume these are the men?
Yeah. The little one is the one that I talked to. You know what could go good for right now? Some Keith Urban music.
Ah!
I imagine Randy Sensei was more of a Toby Keith kind of guy. The whole boot up your ass. And I'm say, I want to look at it first. You think I'm going to hand over that kind of money? Let's sing the product first. Come on now. This is not my first rodeo.
I'm, sorry, sir. I don't believe, I've had the pleasure. My name is Gerald. You are?
You can call me Salman.
Salmon, yeah. Okay, Salmon. Listen. My, employer's happy to give out samples. I might be able to arrange something, but my previous agreement is with Mr. Sensei here, and I'm sure he can vouch for the quality of the goods.
Yes, but Mr. Sensei...
Yeah, David was fucked up.
Another satisfied customer, Mr. Salmon.
Well, I am simply asking to see the product before I hand the money over.
Alright. I almost feel stupid asking for a persuasion roll. I just want to see how ridiculously phenomenal it is. Is James Wesley Irving making any moves from inside the Carl's Jr.?
Not yet. Just by the door, watching.
Tom, does Ramsey Sensei have a smartphone?
Yeah, but probably like a Galaxy 5.
Your phone chirps as this is going off.
I have 6 successes.
6 successes, Jesus.
It's what I'm good at. I put all my dots into this.
Hold on now, sir. I think I'm getting some sort of message. I hope better not be from the government.
No. It is actually an Instagram notification. A new post by Amy Fa. And she is posing with George Kamizawa.
Just one moment.
What? What in the...
And you look around. He's not here. That son of a bitch.
Okay, that's fair, Mr. Salmon. You're very persuasive. We should hire this guy. Very persuasive. Anyway. And he'll sort of, like, motion the other guys to get closer to keep it out of view. And it's literally like fucking Pulp Fiction as they open the briefcase. And you are awash in golden glow. Just bricks of this shit.
Is it the marijuana?
Yes. That is the product through which he was moving via Randy.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of look at it, kind of turn it over a little bit, put it back, not like try to pull it away too far or anything.
Right.
Say, this is good stuff. However, I kind of smack my forearm. I've seen the liquid stuff, and I heard it's much better.
The liquid, yeah. The liquid's some good shit too. I never done it personally, but I've heard stories. Like I said, Mr. Salmon, so far I've only done business with Mr. Sensei over here, but if you'd like an arrangement, I can get you a sample of the, H.
Well, you see, I am Mr. Sensei's financier. What?
Well, I don't have any of the liquid on me. I can have some to you tomorrow. There's a bit of a production that goes into this stuff, but I would like to work with you. You seem like the kind of guy that can move this shit. So, how do we help each other out here?
I will tell him. So is there any way I could see this production?
Ooh. I don't know about that, Mr. Salmon. I haven't even seen it myself.
Will 10 dice of persuasion save?
Well, I'm going to use his previous persuasion roll with his 6 fucking successes. He's got an enhancement somewhere. Listen, to tell you the truth, I just kind of meet this guy, right? Off the interstate headed towards Long Island. And he brings me what I need. I trade money with him, I trade drugs with him, and then I go sell it.
He said the word, go, go, go!
I'm going to tell him, I'm going to point at the stuff he's offering me right now. And it's like, tell me, is this all you plan to sell to Mr. Sensei?
This is the agreed upon amount.
I'll tell you what. You bring me to this man. I will buy this right here and everything you have with you. I know I can move it.
This is what I got with me.
This is everything.
Well, this simply will not be enough. I need more. I have a lot of rich kids who want to party, and they want to party hard.
I mean, I like your style, Mr. Kapoor, but my boss ain't gonna like that. I'm not supposed to bring anybody to the place that's not within the circle of employment. You get me?
I'm gonna kind of put my arm around him, kind of very friendly. What's the guy's name again? Starts with a G.
Gerald.
I'm like, Gerald, as I'm kind of trying to walk him away a little bit. You want to be the boss man someday, don't you? Sometimes to be the boss man. I point at my golden Lambo. I'm like, you gotta make a big risk if you want to make the boss man bucks.
I could be the boss.
Yes.
I don't even know where to get this shit. I don't know if I can replace Darren, man. I guess, fuck. I don't know. Maybe it sounds good, but like logistically, does it?
I'm gonna try to entice him a little more. I'm like, Gerald, can you imagine the kind of women I fucked in that car?
That's a nice car.
Supermodel, all of them, every single one.
Nelly, hi Nelly.
But the regular.
Nelly Furtado.
No, this is a better Nelly.
Sometimes to be the boss man, you gotta make the boss man decisions before the current boss man knows. You've seen Scarface, haven't you? You think Tony Montana would have gotten to where he got if he listened to everything the boss man said?
Wait, hang on, didn't he die?
I turned to Randy since I'm like, he died the way we all want to go. Also, he got a video game. He didn't completely die.
That video game was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Look, to tell you the truth, the guy that runs the production, he's kind of scary, man. You know what I mean? Like, there's just something about him that's not right. And I don't want to fuck with this guy because he's going to hand me my ass in 6 different pieces. And I do not mean to impugn Mr. Salmon. He's a lot bigger than you. I think if we're going to do this, maybe we got to go proper channels. I don't know. But it's a really big guy we're talking about here.
Assure him you have muscle.
Muscles.
And guns.
I want to pull out one of the poles, one of the parking poles, and I just kind of pull it out of the asphalt and kind of chuck it somewhere.
Okay, I would like an intimidation roll from you. Arena is social.
I forgot to mention, I have the Aura of Greatness Persuasion, which is a +2 enhancement rolls to all persuasion. I technically should have had an 8.
Holy shit.
Also, intimidation is not a skill on here.
It's probably all, it falls under persuasion as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that's either persuasion or empathy. No, wait, torture falls under empathy. Never mind.
With my Aura of Greatness, that is a 5.
Jesus, what the hell was that?
I'm like, you say this man is big. Being big is not everything.
God damn, where you getting your roids at? Okay, listen, oh, Jesus, Darren's gonna kill me for this. You really think you can move this shit?
Oh, I know I can move it.
Old man Ziggy, how you doing?
Zickety zow.
Now, just to be 100% transparent, Ziggy, we do World of Darkness a lot. We do World of Darkness tons. This particular game is Scion, published by Onyx Path. Technically not part of the World of Darkness purview, but it is the closest thing that we could find.
And Ziggy gone.
But I do hope you decide to hang out with us. Hopefully it'll be a good time for everybody. And yes, there will be plenty of World of Darkness in the future. Vampire the Masquerade next week, in fact.
Yeah.
Alright, so... let's see.
The grandma was the best character in Hey Arnold.
Cookie, no!
Wasn't she a war veteran?
Something like that, I don't know.
Hey, glad to hear it. We're having a lot of fun with this one. He sort of looks...
Adam is not here, sorry.
All the Adam fans.
He sort of... His eyes dart back and forth. Shit. You just want to talk to him?
Yes, simply want to talk.
Alright, give me a second.
Vasil,
how you doing, buddy? He'll sort of retreat a little bit back behind the other two thugs he brought along. Pulls out his phone. And he seems to be having a very heated conversation. And you can see Gerald shrink away from the phone several times. Greedy though he may be, he is not a man of great fortitude. A few minutes later, he returns with a trembling hand, extends the phone in your direction. It's for you, buddy. It's for you.
And like Darren, I presume?
There's this voice. Like a boulder dropping into a fathomless well.
The boulder!
Oh, man.
The counterpart to the rock.
Who's this?
You are speaking to someone.
And as the voice comes through, it actually kind of hurts your ear a little bit. Like, the intensity of this voice is on the Richter scale.
Richter?
Take this.
I don't know anybody named Salmon.
Well, you're going to, because I want to move this product you have.
Where'd you hear the name Darren from?
There are channels.
Yeah, I think I know which channel. That channel's an idiot. No, I'm not Darren, but I can get you the goods. What are you looking for?
I see you have the green stuff here, but I'm looking for the liquid stuff.
I want 800 gallons.
Of heroin.
I might be able to put a rush order on it. What's it worth it to you?
Say at least 100,000.
We talking wire transfer or cash?
Wire transfer.
Through 16 different banks.
All right. I'll have Gerald give you my numbers, and as soon as the transfer completes, I'll tell you where to meet me. We'll have the stuff ready. Liquid weed.
Well, then.
Oh, liquid.
Some poppy milk.
Oh, liquid!
I'm gonna hand the phone back to Gerald.
It's literally just yelling. Yes, yes, sir. Sorry, sir. But he got a lot of money, sir. And he's very persuasive, very persuasive. Just give me a chance. I think it's going to be good for the business. I think it's going to be good for us. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Right away.
Gerald's dead, isn't he?
Probably. That's fine though. He wasn't important.
His pants do look a bit darker than when he first emerged from the car. Here's the transfer information.
Okay, I'm gonna have to call on my path once more.
All right, it's a new session. It's recharged.
My Bollywood royalty to try to get this wire transfer going through.
Okay.
I'm once again calling upon my family's funds.
So, Ziggy, you should be pretty comfortable with this system. It's still a D10 system. Instead of having variable success levels, they're looking for 8s and up, and 10s explode, but they're still counting number of successes. So, if you're gonna tap your backstory of Bollywood royalty, let's see, what's a good skill for that? Empathy, perhaps?
If it must be. Integrity? No. Leadership?
Let's call it persuasion.
Okay.
Who are you contacting to wire $100,000 to somebody they've never met?
Probably my family accountant who's had to do this before.
All right. What's the accountant's name?
I don't know a lot of Indian names.
Rakesh.
Yeah, let's just go with Rock.
Rock? Okay.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson.
Background for the world. It is modern day. However, it's modern day slightly different. It is modern day in which all of the major mythologies not only exist, but have happened as actual history. Now, obviously, there's some conflict there. The system just resolves and goes, they're gods. You know, they do what they want. They're beyond time and space. It all happened.
It's real depending on where you are.
And people still uphold those beliefs. And there's not a masquerade, there's not a veil. It's pretty much out in the open sometimes that supernatural stuff exists, but it doesn't always impact everybody's lives. It's kind of like a celebrity. You know they're out there on the street, but actually running into one is a pretty significantly rare occurrence. Does that kind of work?
I hope I get to meet Keanu Reeves.
Oh man, what's Keanu Reeves a sign of?
I mean,
The machine god?
He's a scion of the god machine. Alright. So you call up Rock. Let's go with a persuasion social roll. And of course you get your +2.
Ooh.
Oh, and don't forget the extra 2 dice for activating a path.
It's 3 with no 10s this time. And the 2 extra. There's a 10. 5 plus my 2 enhancement bonus, so 7.
Jesus Christ. Is this when we twist fate? I forget if it's a path activation or if it's something else when we do the twist of fate.
Well, it's time to.
I don't think it's this. I know. No, because Twist of Fate is when we add things right to the scene.
Yes, you can add or subtract one thing from the scene per success.
I don't think this is it.
Whatever. We'll keep it going. The game is technically not out yet, so we're still learning.
Yeah.
All right. So you are able, and you get +2 to buy an enhancement or whatever you want later on in the same scene. Rock not only is able to push the wire transfer through, he is able to basically get the banks to line up like dominoes, and he's got the money there in 10 minutes.
Ooh. Are you gonna get this money back when we kill him?
I hope so. I'm hoping this works with the Grand Theft Auto prostitute rules.
Yay. Just the money flies out of their pockets when you kill them.
How did we get cash from a wire transfer?
A couple minutes later, Gerald gets a text message on his phone. It illuminates his face. He nods. Alright, listen. He starts scribbling on a piece of paper and hands it to you. There's this place. About midway on the 495 to Long Island. You veer off the road, and you're gonna be in the middle of nowhere. You're in the right place. Walk up to the fence. You wait. He already knows you're coming.
Very well then. So does this complete my short-term goal of finding the source of Elysian honey?
Almost. Not quite.
Okay.
What do the rest of you do?
Well, have I been informed of the meeting?
I'm probably sending you a text message as you're ordering one of those Oreo cream cheesecakes.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna go home and get ready, a la statesman.
So, you buying this too? Was that part of the deal? People don't tell me things.
Shut up, Gerald. No one's talking to you.
Paragon, let him live. Renegade, you gotta kill him. He knows too much.
That's true. It feels like the very Bollywood hero thing to do is to be like, now you go to jail.
I
I don't know, you guys ready to do a brawl?
mean, how many people are with him?
2?
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna shoot like 2 of them.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, no, I think we've arranged for something a little bigger. As I kind of go up to the car they came in. Did Gerald come out of the front seat or the back seat?
I feel like he was probably in the back seat.
So I opened the back seat for him. I'm like, no, I look forward to doing more business with you. I believe I bought something a little more valuable than what you have there.
Alright, Mr. Salmon, I'm not really worried about finding someone else to move this, so, I guess business is concluded. You have a good one. I'd shake your hand, but I'm a little terrified. A little scared of you.
As he's about to get in the car, as he's walking in, I'm just gonna pull the car door off and smack him with it.
You're gonna... Alright, give it to me. So that's close combat plus some kind of might.
I wish my specialty gave me bonuses to this. My
That'd be
close
ridiculous.
combat specialty is a Bollywood absurdity.
You should have put it under performance, and then it would apply to your close combat.
Three successes.
Three
This is
successes.
my second highest one.
Alright, now I need to roll Gerald's defense pool. And for maximum shillage, I will be using... a black fucking screen! My Onyx Dice app.
Ooh.
Because I, unlike Xavier, do not have a svelte butthole. And I will not explain to the audience that svelte butthole is what we call dice trays. For some reason, I wasn't there when that nickname transpired.
I mean, you did just explain it to them, though.
Shh. I didn't want them to think I actually knew about Xavier's butthole.
Good save. Real subtle.
My butthole is an exclusive club.
Okay. So you basically just clock this fucker with the door. He goes down like a stack of cards. Like, just, you hear this sickening crunch, and he is just folded over himself, bleeding on the concrete. At this point, what I would like to happen is we are going to go into initiatives, as the two thugs he brought with them are going to reach for weapons. Now, initiative works a little different in Scion than anything we've seen before, but I'll explain it as we go. What I would like you all to do is you are going to roll the full pool of your best combat stat plus your cunning, and tell me the number of successes you have.
3.
Oh man, I don't got no cunning over here.
I get 3 successes.
Where's cunning on the character sheet?
It's under finesse.
Finesse and mental.
You should have at least one dot, Tom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. That's all I got.
All right. So, James,
It tends to explode.
with 3. 10 still explode, 10s always explode unless I say otherwise.
I got 2 successes.
2 for the mighty Randy.
So, can we make Scions of the God Hand?
Do you really want to play this campaign? I feel like we should be playing Fatal.
You're talking about the Berserk God Hand, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
There are Pantheon creation rules in Scion Companion. I could stat them up for you.
Anyway, we could just wait till the Cthulhu book comes out. It's pretty close.
Daestra, you really want to see us play Fatal?
I'm telling you, it's a million subscriber special, or I'm not doing it.
I love how averse Xavier was to the idea immediately. Which
No,
is
it's like-
right.
It's just like, if you guys really want this, we can do it. But understand that you asked for it. We will lose everything we've built up overnight. All to please the masses. The ever-yearning masses. Okay, which Dio?
Well,
I'm
obviously,
assuming
James-
capital DIO.
I'm sorry, Con, what did you get?
I got 3.
Con with a 3. Okay, so here is what happens.
I don't know how we would set him out.
So in Scion, when you roll initiative, you are not necessarily rolling initiative for yourself. You are creating a slot. There are PC slots, there are NPC slots, and you guys can choose amongst yourself who gets which slot. So tactically, maybe you want Randy Sensei to go first and sort of soften up the front line so you can get to somebody running in the back. Or maybe you want James Wesley Irving to go first and he can use his gun to take out some ranged opponents so the melee guys can move in. It's totally up to you. So right now, there are 2 PC slots. There are the NPC slot and then the third PC slot. You get to decide amongst yourself who gets the first slot.
I volunteer Jay.
To not accidentally shoot somebody in the back. That is, yeah, that's a smart move.
I'm still holding the car door. I
Yeah,
can
so
hold
you're
it at
fine.
an angle, so you can bank a shot off the door and hit somebody.
All right, James has the first PC slot. Who has the second PC slot?
I'm willing to take it. If
Smack
Randy
the shit
Sensei
out of
doesn't
somebody?
wanna-
And Randy comes in with the cleanup.
Crack.
Are you agreed, Tom?
That's fine.
All right,
We
Khan
got
gets
range
the second PC.
DPS, the tank, and then the melee DPS.
The professionals will get the NPC slot, of course, and that leaves Randy Sensei with the 4th slot. James Wesley Irving, you are up first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that you are still inside the Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
This is your time to do that trick shot that you have as your deed.
Yep, I'm gonna walk outside and shoot him.
Okay, so the way it works in Scion, it divides into range bands. So there's short, medium, long, and then extreme, which is like mounted weaponry. So you can move outside. That will put you into long...
Long range? Really? I was about to say, holy shit.
We'll call it medium.
How far away are they?
We'll say you're in medium range. With
Well,
the
you're in the
professionals.
Carl's Jr. actually across town.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
So you are now in medium range with the professionals. Take your shot, sir. That would be a
All
firearms plus your...
Relevant. Dexterity, I think.
well, you get to pick, but I don't know how the fuck you would shoot a gun better with might. I can understand how composure would work. Maybe intellect, but...
Well, you see, the harder you pull the trigger, the faster the bullet travels. This is just basic firearms 101.
But yes, can I actually trick shot off the thingamajig?
The car door?
Car door.
Well, I'm really tempted to see it do it, so let's say yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do that then. Just Deadeye.
Explain
Well,
to me
hang on.
exactly what you want to do.
Well, Xavier, you have to pull the right trigger slowly.
Oh. So yeah, what's gonna happen is as soon as I see him, rip off the car door, smack him, I'm gonna get up, and then I'm assuming I was sitting on the side with the handicap, so I'm gonna like jump over the rail, and just like midair shoot the door, and then I guess pop Gerald in the head.
Gerald's on the ground. You can...
Oh shit.
You can kill him if you want. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just saying, threat neutralized.
Then I'll go for
the dude
somebody
is
else.
sprawled in a pool of his own blood and piss.
No, you shoot him right in the head and the blood splatters, blinding the other two guys.
Ah, yes. Very clever.
Alright, so I'm going to assign a complication of 2 to this roll.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, you don't have to buy off the complication in order to succeed, but if you don't buy it off, it might cause some problems for you.
All right.
So
Can I
your
use
lead...
momentum on this?
Huh?
Can I use momentum on this?
As long as the rest of the table agrees, yes.
I give him a thumbs up.
I'll let this one slide.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Okay.
We have 2 momentum left.
Oh wait, shit. Do I add another one? Is that how it works? No.
No, you add momentum when you fail.
Yes.
And Khan has not been giving you shit for momentum.
I'm sorry.
Khan has actually been sucking negative momentum out of you.
Okay. I got 4 successes.
Beanbo Gamiga all over again.
4 successes. So, you beat his defense, and you have 4 successes left over to spend on a stunt. Would you like to buy the critical damage stunt? It basically doubles your damage.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. So, door flies open. James Wesley Irving lunges for the rail, hops up, and in midair takes aim. You see everything sort of slows down a bit as you see the barrel of his gun pass over Khan Kapoor, down to the door, fires. With a muzzle flare, the bullet leaps out of the gun, crashes against the tacky, peeled paint job of the door. Khan, you can feel the perfect trajectory and the force of the bullet reflect off the door as it bounds off and sails into the very surprised face of a mook looking that way at James, straight through the side of the head. He is very dead. As he
And
falls
just kind of like on the floors. Oh, that was cool.
You have achieved your short-term deed, sir, of a dope-ass trick shot. Khan, you're up. Still holding the car door.
Oh boy, how does the last guy look? Is he demoralized?
Terrified.
This is the point where I threw the car door like a frisbee at him.
Make it happen. I think it's athletics to throw. So you're going to do athletics plus physical.
I'm better at athletics than close combat. Oh, good lord. That's 5 successes.
Wait. Ooh. My dice are exploding like Iraq circa 2002, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
we apologize to any of our Persian viewers. Actually, no. Iran. That was Persia. That was Iraq.
Alright, so I managed 4 successes with my dice pool of 2. So you throw this fucking thing at him. He moves to duck out of the way slightly, but pow, you still catch his shoulder. Wounded, he still pulls the gun from his jacket and attempts to fire in your direction.
Oh boy.
What is your primary pool, sir?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, no, I was asking my my NPC as I looked up his stats, because I still don't have it memorized.
You didn't memorize your one-off NPCs?
Alright, roll your defense pool, please, Mr. Kankapur.
Where is the defense pool?
Should be at the very bottom of the sheet.
It's your highest.
I have 3. Oh boy. That is 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, what resistance trait did you decide to roll?
It has to be a physical one, right?
No,
Whatever your highest is.
I have the defense roll of 3. Just to be clear, what are you specifying?
What arena did you use? Where did you get that 3 from?
Oh, which arena? That's power, finesse, or resistance, right?
Yes.
Power.
Or no,
No.
it's mental, physical, social. I apologize.
Oh, mental. Yeah, physical.
So stamina. Okay.
Yeah.
So he fires the gun at you, aims center mass. You flex and catch it between Khan Kapoor's immaculately sculpted pecs. And just sort of release as the bullet ting, ting, ting to the ground. Randy motherfucking Sensei!
So what's left?
Just one guy.
Just one.
One mook who dared to pull a fucking gun.
Oh man, the last man who pulled a gun on me today.
I like to imagine you were eating your food out of a brown paper sandwich bag.
No, it's just a small little. It's one of those fucking Dixie bags.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say there should be the point where you just pull it over his head and beat him with nunchucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
So are you gonna fucking trailer park fatality this guy?
Oh, Trailer Park Fatality. We found the the title of the video.
Just suffocate him with the Carl's Jr. bag.
Man, this is like Manhunt.
Oh man, I remember doing that for the first time. In Manhunt.
That was not my first adults-only game.
All right, so what are you doing, Randy?
Well, can I just? What is he doing exactly?
Controlling his bladder functions.
Ah.
Beyond that, aiming a gun at Khan Kapoor, which, after seeing his bullet stopped, might not be trying to take a second shot.
He's just got.
Well, I want to be sure of that, so I'm gonna chuck my sandwich as hard as I can at his gun.
So what you're actually doing, in the dumbest way possible, is a disarm
Yes.
attack. So, all right, might or physical plus athletics.
Any physical?
Whatever you want, buddy. You get to
man.
pick your approach.
I don't know how you can do it with stamina, but you know, whatever.
All right.
I guess stamina would be like winding up, warming up the muscle first and then chucking it. Making sure you're good and limber.
It's 2 10s already. Yay!
I love
4 successes.
All right. I believe disarm requires 2 successes, so as long as my dice don't explode, you're good. Your Southwest burger sails from your grasp and knocks his gun akimbo.
It was just a sandwich.
A sandwich.
It was a sandwich I made.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Bologna and a slice of Velveeta.
Oh, I've been craving Velveeta for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, you keep fucking bringing it up.
I don't know what to put it on. Like, I can't, you don't just eat Velveeta, that's weird.
I mean, no one's stopping you.
I mean, yeah, that's a problem. It's a problem with America. Nobody stops us.
All right, James Wesley Irving. The final mook has been... Well, technically he's a professional. Mook means something else in this game. He has been disarmed. He has been thoroughly traumatized. What would you like to do?
Shoot him in the back of both knees.
Oh, shit.
I am gonna blow off one of his knees. It's
your calling card?
Yeah, it's my signature. It's just like, yeah, and then... Oh man, we haven't played this in a while. But I did not read the rules correctly, and I changed my gun. These are aggravated and messy.
I have to look up what messy does, but sure, go for it.
And makes it very distinct. It's like, what caused this? Well, we know one guy who's done this before.
I like to imagine, like, you shoot and the bullet hole just it's like a cartoon cutout of a dog. Like, what was that one Bruce Lee movie where you kicked the motherfucker through the wall? Straight up a
Big
fucking...
Boss?
Yeah.
Big Boss and or the Chinese Connection.
I like to imagine the guy's gonna turn, he's gonna be like, yo man, please don't kill me. And you're like, I ain't gonna shoot you, buddy. I'm gonna shoot the bumper of the car. You shoot the bumper of the car, it ricochets, hits him in the knee.
Alright, you're technically behind him, or to the side right now. I don't remember the flanking rules off the top of my head, but I'll give you +1 enhancement for the shot.
Nice.
So, if you roll any natural successes, that's an extra success.
3 successes.
Go, my mighty defense pool, which is not mighty. Yeah, you completely blow out his kneecap. He falls to the ground, screaming. Con?
Oh, this situation's pretty much been resolved, right?
It's up to you, isn't it?
Well, if he's screaming, I'm just gonna knock him out real quick.
Do it.
Just a quick...
Close combat physical.
Oh boy. What I'm gonna do is, for those of you who've seen Baki, I'm gonna do what Hanayama does to Spec.
Unfortunately, that doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna punch him in the skull while his skull is slightly hovered above the asphalt. So that it's basically gonna act like a cinder block and just smash down.
All
right, good night, HiggensBiggens. Thank you for tuning in. We always appreciate having you here.
No, Yusuf, I'm pretty sure this man's gonna die. The concussion is the least of his problems.
Boy. That is 6 successes.
I could roll 7 successes. You don't know what my dice gonna do.
10.
Starts to play.
Alright, yeah, you just... this guy straight into the ground. His body is completely inverted for a quick second as he does a headstand on his face. Falls into the ground. Silence overtakes the parking lot once again. And you can see you've drawn a few viewers as you just committed murder in the middle of urban New York.
I'll just take out my badge. Be like, don't worry, folks. This was just the law doing its work.
Police brutality!
Right.
He was disarmed too.
You just gonna shout out badge numbers as you leave.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna kind of turn to James Wesley Irving. I'm like, do they have chicken sandwiches here?
Do they? Pretty sure they do, right?
Carl Jr., yeah.
Sure they do.
Yeah.
Khan Kapoor might not know that.
No.
So let's get one of those and get out of here.
All right. Just run in, money, chicken sandwich.
Yeah, absolutely nobody's gonna argue with you. You get the most hastily put together, messy chicken sandwich you've ever received in your life. It is basically chicken perched atop a mountain of lettuce, mayonnaise, and bread.
Where are the goddamn pickles?
Get out of here!
Don't make me start ricocheting!
Fucking Wanted style. Shoot 6 people with 1 bullet.
Khan Kapoor is also going to request that you get him the zucchini fries.
What the hell's a zucchini?
It's like lemongrass water.
I believe that's one of his weird Mexican gods.
All right, you get a chicken sandwich and fucking zucchini fries. What happens now?
I give it to
Just
Khan.
start
And...
driving to the location.
Yeah.
As we call the actual cops and tell them that a drug deal has gone wrong. Still in the car.
In the morning, you will see headlines of the media shitstorm as the arriving police immediately have to deal with accusations of murder. But in the meantime, you are spiriting away down the 495. You follow Gerald's directions and pull over into a darkened copse of trees. They loom over you. These great solemn giants, cut betwixt with the asphalt road. It's silent, except for the chirping of crickets, occasional ruffle of some animal or some perhaps nighttime bird in the trees.
Bye, Nelly.
Bye, Nelly and Vasil. You guys have a great day. In Bulgaria, we appreciate you guys coming out every single time. You're amazing and awesome. Don't ever forget that.
It's true.
It is true. Absolutely.
You're
Would I
my
lie to you?
favorite Bulgarian.
Would I lie to you?
Actually, probably my favorite Eastern European.
So this is where he told us to come, right? He also
Yes,
said-
and as you pull to the side, you can see that there is a chain link fence set up. Looks relatively new, in fact. Doesn't show any signs of wear, any sort of rust or damage. It's not particularly warped in any way. Probably just put up maybe a couple weeks ago. And it says, keep out private property, McPherson Holdings.
McPherson. Okay, is it MAC or MC?
Don't dead open inside.
MC.
Okay. Not so bad. Well, boys, what's the plan? Yeah, sure wish George was here.
I have sent him a text message. He should be on his way.
Randy Sensei at this moment gets another Instagram notification.
I'm sure you think these are fake.
I just love the fact that Randy Sensei has an Instagram account.
Well, he needs to. So he can just be like, hey girl, you eat corn? Or I don't know what kind of pickup lines they got.
I'm gonna kind of walk along the fence looking for a way in.
All right. Now, if you remember, Gerald did specify that this person knew you were coming. So if you would please, my dear band of Scions, I would like from you... What the fuck is perception in this system?
Yeah. I've been using survival.
I think survival's probably the best one. And
I guess it depends on what you're trying to perceive. So that's, you know what, that's fair. I can respect that design decision. I'll give it to you on a survival mental. I'll let you choose your approach.
Oh no.
Randy Sensei's favorite Uber.
I don't know how to survive.
I have 2 successes.
I got 1.
I have 5.
That makes sense.
Wow.
You're the wolf man. Your ears perk up like way before everybody's. So the fence sits at the base of this green hill, and the green hill rolls up and stretches to the point where you can't quite actually see the top of it, but it must level out somewhere up there.
Lucky for you, I'm a dog person.
Just trying to be a good boy.
James, at the very edge of your periphery, as your ears pick up, you hear what sounds like splashing water. It's not a constant noise either. It goes from complete stillness, a splash, several heavy splashes, complete stillness once again.
I'll inform everybody. So where is this coming from?
Directly on the other side of the fence. Like, straight line from where you are past the fence. Perpendicular?
Alright, I'll say... I think I heard some... Sounds like... company? Maybe?
A moment or two passes. And then maybe about a minute or so before Khan picks it up, you're able to hear what sounds like deep grunts, as if some sort of heavy, belabored movement.
Gonna turn to my band. I'm like, prepare yourselves for the worst. Hopefully they have not heard of our rumble in the Carl Jr.
We just left it.
Yeah. Somebody's PC's booting up.
Sorry?
I heard a PC whirring.
It might be my fan. Any preemptive measures that you would like to take?
Make sure my guns are loaded.
I can use for cover or a weapon.
So like I said, you're in a pretty thick area of trees right now. Might be like sticks and rocks.
I'm gonna look for a big stone.
Sure. You poke around a bit.
boulder.
I'm talking about something that I will have to physically grab with 2 hands and pick up over.
Okay, yeah, no point in rolling for that. You can roll one back to the scene to because like I said, you're off the beaten path a ways. James, anything?
No, just activate my master of weapons. Just let me add another tag to the weapon.
So which one you picking? Bondage, lolly, naturare. It's a weapon.
All the way through.
I
am giving it the brutal tag.
All right, what does that do?
Fucking brutal.
Reduces the successes necessary for criticals stunt by 1.
Ooh, okay, so you only need 3 to do double damage. Randy Sensei, anything you would like to do?
Well, if I don't already have my nunchucks, it's all I need.
Okay. So as I said, about a minute after James picks it up, Khan also hears the heavy footsteps, the belabored breathing. And then maybe a minute or so after that, Randy.
Oh, what?
Does it sound like the breathing of the voice we spoke to earlier?
Could be. Very deep. And a shape begins to crest over the hill behind the fence. It is vaguely humanoid and seems to be wearing some sort of, like, cloak, maybe. Although on this particular frame, it might as well be some kind of tarp or a tent. The creature that appears at the top of the hill might be 6.5 feet tall, and is very, very rotund. He looks as though he might be a good 500 pounds.
Holy shit.
He looks like a...
Is he hard?
I don't get the reference, I'm sorry.
Here's the North Star.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta read more manga, Chaz.
I do. My weeaboo girlfriend would love me for it, but anyway, that is neither here nor there. Currently,
only manly things.
So this thing, you would imagine that any normal person with these dimensions would probably need like a mobility scooter or something just to get around if they even could. But this thing is approaching you down the hill with great difficulty. Its steps are unnatural in a way. Its movement does not seem organic. It waddles towards you, sweeping one foot out in front of the next, all the while beneath the dangling, struggling stitches of this dark black cloak. And the figure approaches the fence.
Man, wouldn't it be super gross if like the drug was like his sweat or something?
The what?
If the drug was like made from his sweat.
From future.
Oh yeah, fucking Kids Next Door style.
You Salmon.
Yes, I am Salmon. I would also like to switch my neck.
Go for it. You can switch anytime.
I'm switching it to Perfect Partner.
What does that do?
It makes
Does it make
so
you a better
that I know-
listener?
Yes, that's all it does. That's all I need. No,
Communication
you
is essential.
can sync with someone down to the time beats of their hearts, double the usual benefit you would provide from any teamwork role.
Okay.
So in case combat goes down, I know how to work better with my partner. With my
Who's your
band.
partner?
I'm
Who
not
is your
specifying
partner?
one
Who are you gonna pair up with?
I don't know who's the tactician telling me to go with.
Oh,
Well-
that would be George Izawa.
I mean, the smart play is Randy, right? Because you guys are both the melee dudes.
Probably Randy. But it doesn't specify I have to pick somebody, so I'm assuming any teamwork rules I make with my band. Yes,
Yeah,
but I'm
basically.
Big man, I am Salman.
All right.
I believe the money has gone through fairly quickly.
We got the confirmation.
2.
From underneath the cloak, where there shouldn't be any room, you can hear this heavy thud as this, and as he moves, there's a box where he once stood, this big fucking heavy-duty, like, industrial shipping crate. And with great difficulty, this huge, rotund creature leans over, pinches the crate between what might be two very stubbly arms, and almost effortlessly heaves it up over the fence. It lands, boom! This cloud of dirt and debris and pebbles showers up into the air and then down upon you as the crate lands on your side. Pleasure doing business. You get the number from Gerald. Give us a call if you need anything else.
I like to see who I'm doing business with, if you don't mind.
Not part of the deal.
Not part of the deal.
I'll show you what's part of the deal.
Pick up the big rock, throw it. I don't know.
Throw.
This is obviously where the drug is coming from.
Indeed. And I will give you the, well, I'll give it to you because I want to be sporting, but I will say again, you're close, but you can check off your short-term deed.
Okay. However, I feel the true source is deeper inside. Are you guys ready to take this man out?
Yeah. Could we potentially finish this without Adam?
Not likely.
Okay, good, yeah.
I guess it depends entirely on what decisions you make. Anything is possible. I have learned to expect the unexpected with you guys.
We're going to Chicago.
I do expect at least one more session from this.
What time did you have to finish up, Xavier?
I mean, we can do this part real quick.
Well, if it's not likely we can take him out without Adam.
Oh, I didn't say this guy. You
No.
you can take him out without Adam. You asked me if you could finish this.
Oh, if we could finish this. Okay.
Oh, did you mean the combat, the potential combat? Yeah, sure, you can do it without. Although I did kind of have him in mind when I set this up, and you might figure out why, but he is not necessary.
All right. Well then, boys.
What do we want? I'm willing to take this guy out and go look deeper in.
Say the word, boss man. You're paying.
Okay, I'm gonna pick that big ass rock and chuck it at the back of this guy's head as he's walking away.
You're gonna chuck it?
Yes.
All right.
As I pick it up, I'm gonna be like, I don't do business with people I can't see.
All right. So that's going to be athletics, physical.
How do you finesse your way around this rock? Do you work the rim, perhaps?
Four successes.
4 successes.
So far, I have not had to roll anything I'm not good at, other than the survival roll.
Okay, would you like to spend your successes on any stunts?
On any stunt, what are my options?
Oh, let's see. To me, rulebook. I forget exactly what the thrown stunt options are. Crap. I'm an antagonist on both of my PDF vectors.
Just picking up a big rock and throwing it just is one of the most Scion things I can think of, just because if you ever read the Iliad, it happens so many times. Somebody just picks up a big rock and kills somebody with it.
Funny, you should say that. You've got critical damage at 4. I believe a knockdown against this guy would also cost 4. But that's because he's got a little extra. I still haven't actually found the... I'm 1 chapter away. Don't fail me now.
Slowly learning this system.
Yeah. In the meantime, let's have everybody roll your initiatives.
Two.
I also got a 2.
Exerting influence, bonds and influence, example bonds. 2 for James. Randy Sensei, how'd you do?
Ready?
Sensei.
Tom?
Sensei.
Is your mic muted again? Did you bleed out?
Nobody revived Tom. He bled out. He was down but not out.
We lost Tom.
Is he still connected in Discord?
Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah.
Tom? Hello? Trying to call you is buying me time while I look up the combat rules.
Quick, everyone in the chat. Chant his name.
Give
He'll
him your
hear it.
power.
Well, would you please roll my initiative pool for me? Josh? 9 dice.
Oh, good lord. 2 successes as well. What?
I just thought it was funny. Good lord, there's so much stuff here. Okay, he doesn't really have anything to disarm. I'll let you take the critical damage if you'd like.
Okay.
Fair trade?
Critical damage.
Okay.
Takes it to the back of the head. Ooh!
Basically, yeah. You throw the rock at him, back of the head, and the rock bursts into pebbles. He turns around slowly. And the cloaked figure begins to rise. Above eye level, well above the height of a man, and you realize that he is not actually levitating at all.
He's just a really tall man.
There's a pair of massive legs underneath him that are uncurling. These massive, muscular, clawed, monstrous feet supporting him as he rises to a height fully twice his original size. Casts off the cloak, and you realize you are staring directly into the singular eye of a mythical Cyclops.
Oh, yeah!
You just fucked up, Salmon.
That's
So-
not my name.
Do we go into combat? Do we wait for Tom? Do we give him... I'm going to call him. I don't know if I should call him.
Just call him on stream.
Xavier, you call him on stream. He likes you better than me.
Well, I don't know about that.
It's like, fun fact, nobody in CAFCON actually likes each other.
Just a paycheck.
We
That
just
is
channel our
almost the
mutual
magic.
hatred into our dice rolls.
It's kind of like Death Clock.
Man, wouldn't it be shitty if his computer just had to do the update? He did not answer.
I have no idea what happened to him.
Yeah, I mean, he's still here, right? Obviously. Oh, maybe he's shit, bro. I don't know, man.
Shall we end the night on 2 cliffhangers then?
I'm fine
Double.
with that.
Tom, you
Double
there?
finger.
I thought I heard him for a second.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we wrap it up there.
Okay. We continue next time. As the band faces down their first monster, their first creature out of myth, and we find out, did Tom die IRL? Find out next time on Scion. So, real quick, you guys, both of you completed your short-term goal, which is +1. You also did something that you didn't know was a thing.
Oh boy.
You spent half the momentum's pool in a single scene. Twice, actually. but I think you only get each individual one once. So that is actually an additional XP. You're at 2 so far. Oh, you all attended the game. That's 3 XP. I don't know for the life of me what...
Daestra.
I don't know what Tom's short-term deed was. Did I have it written down?
Oh, man, I'm Zipper Man? Yeah.
It does have a sort of exalted feel to it a little bit.
Yes, you have, Daestra. Yes, you have. We've been missing this.
Huh. Last thing I had was written down for him was his last short-term deed. I'm tempted to credit him just because it'd be funny. His short-term deed was nothing. Oh. But now you guys are at 3. Let's see. Characters reach a story milestone. I'll say yeah. Yeah, you have advanced the plot. You have discovered the manufactory. So I am totally cool with awarding you guys 4 XP for the evening.
Woohoo! Now who gets the bonus?
Alright, so, Old Man Ziggy, we have a house rule that I totally stole from a fellow storyteller. At the end of every session, we get to vote for who should get awarded a bonus XP. It could be for any reason. You just have to justify it. Could be the best character. It could be who made you laugh. It could be any particular reason. It's just a, hey, props, you're a cool dude. And our chat gets to vote, and we need the chat to vote tonight because...
There's only 2 of us.
It's going to end in a tie real fast. So, Xavier, who would you like to give the bonus XP to? You can vote for Tom, technically.
I'm gonna give it to Josh for the sweet door assist.
Okay, that is 2 votes for Josh so far, also with the sweet Bollywood dancing. People love the Bollywood dancing. Gotta bring that home.
I have to do it more often. That's how I hope to resolve this whole session.
Give it to Adam. Oh, hey! Ziggy is casting his first vote for you as well.
Thank you. I was gonna give my point to Xavier.
Alright, why are you awarding it to Xavier?
For starting his own thing with shooting people in the knees. I think it's funny. It reminds me of a Tom's a Mimic character who kicked everybody in the chest.
Josh, you get 4 now?
Ooh.
Alright, so I'll give it another minute or so for any other chat votes to come in. In the meantime, if you're watching
6 people come in, Adam.
If you're... That would totally be on brand with us, though. Like, if we... Any sort of, like, viewer base we have would probably do that. Gotta dance next session.
Bring it home for America.
Alright, if you're watching us on Twitch, please follow. We really appreciate it. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And if you're only watching us on Twitch or listening to us on SoundCloud, you're only getting half caffeinated. We have lots of stuff like our edited content that doesn't show up on either site. So check out the YouTube, link up there, link down there. If you prefer to listen to our actual plays rather than watch them, as some people do, we are on SoundCloud. I gotta get that. I gotta do a little housekeeping with that, but it is up. What am I forgetting? Social media down below so you know when we do the cool stuff. If you really, really, really like us, we have a Patreon. The Patreon helps us get equipment for this stuff, helps us get other books for other systems so we can stream, helps us generally put out better content. And, am I forgetting anything? Thank you guys for watching. You're amazing and fantastic, and we appreciate you. Old Man Ziggy's following. Thank you, Ziggy. We love you and we appreciate it.
Would.
And hopefully Tom's not dead.
Or else our jokes are gonna look really tasteless tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. That'd be
like,
awful.
We have to issue a press release. We are very sorry to the family of Tom. Alright. I don't see any votes coming in, so You wonderful, beautiful ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. Next week, we will be I believe we will be wrapping up our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle. And then after that, the next World of Darkness game we will be playing is Dark Ages Werewolf.
Yes.
After a year and a half.
It's been a while. It's been a while. You people are amazing. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Onyx Path as always. You people are always super amazing to us. And you know what? For us little guys, that means a lot. Bye, guys. We're good. Have a good night.